All right, well, happening this weekend, JDRF is hosting their Walk to Cure Diabetes, and one of our favorites, Orbit, is going to be making an appearance. Here with more on the walk and how you can get involved is Clinton Beal, one of B&D Industries' very good workers. You guys have been longtime supporters of this organization. Yes. We're also with Rachel and Bayla Brookins. Bayla, you got the coolest name of the day, kiddo.
Thank you.
Yeah, we all love the name here. You guys are volunteers for JDRF. So, first of all, before we get to the walk, let's educate our viewers a little bit on what JDRF is, what it's about. The idea is that we want to put an end to type 1 diabetes.
Absolutely. JDRF is the leading global organization fighting type 1 diabetes. Mm-hmm. So they currently have a budget of almost $600 million and working on research in 17 different countries. Wow. So their goal is to eliminate type 1 diabetes, turning type 1 into type none.
Type 1, which is great. Now, I know there's a lot of things that they're doing to put, they've got some clinical trials with, artificial pancreatic elements that they're now moving forward. So we are really getting closer and closer every day, and every dollar really, to a cure for type 1 diabetes.
Absolutely.
That's great. So let's talk about how B&D Industries got involved with this organization. You guys have sponsored this walk for a number of years, is that right?
Yeah, actually this will be our 7th year sponsoring this walk, and we got involved with one of our senior managers. His son was diagnosed, and that really touched my dad and I, and it touched our whole company. So we hope to be blessed enough to continue to sponsor for several more years until type 1 is type none.
Yeah, exactly, until there's no need.
Hopefully it's not much longer.
Yeah, absolutely. So Bayla, you were saying that the walk this year is actually going to fall on the 3rd anniversary of your diagnosis, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, what was the process like when you found out? How did you know that there was something going on with Bayla that needed some attention?
As a mother, you sort of get an instinct when something's not quite right. So we'd gone into the pediatrician just to get a checkup and just kind of see what was going on. I thought maybe she was having some stress. And so we went in, and he just really had his eye on the ball. Our doctor did, and right away he called and said, "We've got a room for you at the hospital. We suspect she's got diabetes."
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
so that evening we were in the hospital meeting with our endocrinologist and our diabetes educator.
Yeah, and just getting really proactive on it.
Yeah,
That's great.
absolutely.
And now you're really turning it into good by helping other people that are going through the same process. And hopefully we're only talking a few more years, Bayla, before you don't even have to deal with it anymore. So let's talk about the fun stuff. The Walk to Cure Diabetes happening this year. Tell us all about it, how people can get involved, and what participating in it means to the JDRF organization in helping stop diabetes.
So, actually it's this Saturday, October 18th. It starts at 10 a.m. at Isotopes Park. Okay. And there's a whole fun zone, which I know you love, that starts at 10:30 a.m. The best way to get involved is to just form a team, either with friends or with coworkers, and set a goal and do whatever it takes to make that goal. Okay,
so you have a team now. I know that I've got the name here, which is kind of a cool name. The Cure du Soleil, is that right?
Yes.
That's your team?
Yes.
Tell us about that. What does that mean?
Well, the team name?
Yeah, where did it come up with? And so, like, do teams, are you like in competition with each other to outwalk other people, or is it you're just out there with friends, hanging out, walking? Is that the deal?
We're just out there with friends.
Okay, so what is the Cure du Soleil all about? Are you going to be doing acrobatics like Cirque du Soleil?
No.
No.
It's just.
Well, it does come from Cirque du Soleil because her middle name is Soleil.
Oh,
so
wow,
in our
very
case,
cool.
it was kind of a circus going on. So Cirque du Soleil.
Yes.
That's cool. So how many people are on the team?
This year there's 10, maybe.
Yeah, 10. We've got 10 people walking with us.
Really? Okay. Is that about an average number of folks? How big can these teams get?
Up to a whole family.
Really?
Like cousin. It can be a lot.
A lot. So there's really not a limit on
it. It can be from 1 to 100. There's really no limit.
Actually hundreds.
Yeah.
No kidding.
That's our goal, is to each year at least get 100.
Yeah.
Our company has hundreds of employees, and most of them are very involved in JDRF support.
That's great. So when people participate in this, is this something to raise awareness, or is this something to raise money? Because I actually understand it's really kind of a celebration of the monies that you've raised throughout the year. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, the idea is, and particularly because we're dealing with a younger population as well, but to really make it a fun family, an extended family and friends event, so that people really want to continue coming back every year and to celebrate how hard everybody's worked
Yeah.
and how much every day matters.
Yeah, how those small victories are going to add up to the big one, which is when it becomes type 1 to type none.
You bet.
So if people want to get involved in this, they want to join a team, they want to make their own team, how do they do it? How do they sign up for this? Or do you just come down with your team, you say, we're walking?
You can donate online. You can actually participate. There's an online walk if you can't physically be at the walk. You can donate to any one of the family teams, to one of the businesses. We'll accept your donation under any circumstances.
Sure, I bet.
So you can go to the JDRF website and find your local walk.
Okay, fantastic. And of course, we will have links on the KRQE website, krqe.com, to JDRFs. So again, just remind us, it's this Saturday. It starts at what time again?
10 a.m. Isotopes Park.
10 a.m. Isotopes Park. Very easy to find, folks. Just look for Orbit, big baseball player out, or the big baseball bat out right there on Avenida Cesar Chavez and University. And again, folks, we'll have links on our websites as well. Bela, you officially, with your first name and your middle name, the coolest name I have ever heard.
Thank
ever,
you.
hands down. You guys have a lot of fun this weekend.
Thank
All
you.
right, thanks
so
for coming
much.
in. We'll be right back, folks.